Hi, I'm Sterling Pratt. Welcome to the second video of my series on self-esteem in children with ADD. You can see the title of this video is Especially Kids with ADD. Self-esteem is important, in fact essential, to all kids as they grow up, but kids with ADD are especially vulnerable for that ADD to be chipped away and destroyed during their day. So this video is really about empathy and trying to understand what things in your child's day do chip away at that ADD. We're going to talk about three different environments that your child operates in during the day: school, peers, social situations, and then also at home. At home's the one that you have the most control over, and we can talk about at home some of the things you can do to repair and replenish their self-esteem. So let's talk about each one of these. Probably one of the most common things that areas that you talk about with self-esteem is, and you try to deal with an ADHD child, is how they deal with school. If you can picture your child at school sitting in their desk and the teacher asks them to pass their assignment up, and at that moment they realize they forgot it, or they lost it, or they did the wrong assignment. And that's going to be signaled out, they're going to be singled out for that, and that's going to chip away at their self-esteem. You can picture some child who is hyperactive and have a problem sitting in their chair all day, and the teacher constantly is saying, "Tommy, you need to get back in your chair. Tommy, if you get out of your chair one more time, I'm going to turn your tag over, or if you can't stay in your chair, you're going to go talk to the principal." And that's done in front of the class, and each of those chip away at that armor of self-esteem that enables your child to achieve and protects them from damaging things in the world. The environment of peers, that can be one of the harshest elements for a kid's self-esteem. If you're ADD, sometimes on the playground or in the hallway, behind your back, or sometimes even to your face, you'll hear names called. People call you names. Things like retard, stupid, spaz, dork, even worse. And each time their peers judge them, that chips away at that armor of self-esteem and puts little holes in them. Now let's talk about the one environment that you have some control over, and that's at home. If that kind of damage to their self-esteem, erosion to their self-esteem continues at home, it can be fatal. It can really allow them just to give up, lose their resiliency, lose their hope, lose their ability to try to fight to overcome this. If that experience at home is nurturing and good for their self-esteem, then it can repair everything else that goes on during the day, and the next day they get up and they walk out fully armed again for that day. Let me just tell you briefly about a conversation I had with a mother recently. Her 13-year-old daughter has ADD. She tried to make the volleyball team, but she just was spacing out and not paying attention, got hit in the head with the ball. Everybody wondered why she was out there, and she heard names called. She also had some problems turning her homework in, and that lowered her self-esteem. She started having some behavioral problems. And here's the tough thing that happened to her. The friends that she used to hang out with, her friends' parents decided that she was no longer a good person for their kids to hang out with. Can you imagine being judged not only by your peers, but by your peers' parents? What a tough blow to self-esteem. So as parents, we need to be experts in self-esteem. We need to be constantly nourishing and repairing and replenishing that self-esteem. And that's what we're going to talk about throughout this video series, is how to accomplish that. I appreciate you listening. Sterling Pratt, and we'll see you goodbye till next time.